So this is something that I've been personally thinking about, at least for the last couple of years. I would say the last 2 years, to be honest. And that is actually that older iPhones are actually starting to get worse and worse than they probably ever were before. Now let me explain this. So for one, when you think of an older iPhone, I typically think of phones that are pretty much no longer supported with software. But the thing you have to remember is that recently, an older iPhone is also something like an iPhone 10, an iPhone 8, and iPhone 8 Plus. These are iPhones that are no longer kind of supported with the next generation of software. And because of that, it kind of puts these specific devices in a really, really weird spot because some of these older iPhones, these iPhones that, were still supported with software, no longer supported, are actually getting worse. Like when you think of for example, when the iPhone 6, ended up getting no longer supported with software, that kind of made sense. I was like, okay, like the iPhone 6, no longer getting software kind of makes sense. Before that, the iPhone 5 was the other iPhone before that got, dropped support. And that kind of made sense too. But then the iPhone 6s and 7 ended up getting, dropped support as well. And I started questioning that. The iPhone 6s, no longer getting the next version of software totally makes sense. But the iPhone 7, that iPhone could have easily supported that next generation of software, and it didn't end up getting that. And that was a really, really bad call from Apple. I think the iPhone 7 should have gotten the next version of software, and that did not end up happening. But fast forward now to the 2023 iPhones that no longer got support, the iPhone 10, iPhone 8, and iPhone 8 Plus. Those are iPhones that could have easily supported iOS 17, and there's pretty much no reason why those iPhones shouldn't have gotten that version of software. So when I say that older iPhones are getting worse, I'm saying that the iPhones that are basically no longer getting the next version of software are so good that they should be getting the next version of software. So it's actually a really, really weird thing that Apple is going through and dropping some of these iPhones that should be getting that next version of software that just aren't. So in my opinion, I really do feel like Apple is in a really, really weird spot. They're going through and they're basically dropping support of some of these iPhones that should be getting that next version of software, but then they're keeping some iPhones that weren't even that big of a change, like the iPhone XS, that, should be getting iOS 17 and iOS 18, but that wasn't that monumental of a jump from the iPhone 10. So I say that to say at the end of the day, I feel like some of these older iPhones that Apple are dropping are so good that they should be getting the next version of software. And it is a really weird thing that Apple is no longer supporting those phones because honestly, they should be. They're just so good iPhones that they should be getting that next version of software. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.